Something is that Brad? Brad, please
Brad?
unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hey everybody!
Happy New Year, Brad.
What?
Brad Olson, guys, give him a hand.
I love it.
Hey Brad! It was a long night last night.
Yeah, it was.
Happy New Year, everybody!
Happy New Year. I like what you drank.
Champagne.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun. But here we are in a new year with a new alien event coming up in April. So
Awesome.
I look forward to
With
seeing
you
all
and
you, my
everybody.
old friends, and meeting some new ones. And good that we're
Would you like to tell the public who don't know you, they see these videos for the first time, about yourself, few minutes?
Sure. My name is Brad Olson. I'm the author of 10 books, working on my 11th regarding Antarctica. So went down there 6 years ago. There's no such thing as an ice wall, guys. Sorry to break it to you. Eric the Healer knows. I got pictures right here on my phone of continental Antarctica. If you want to see me walking around, I can show you. But my new book, Beyond Esoteric, Escaping Prison Planet, second edition, comes out today, is the debut of that one. So I'll be doing a talk called Hidden Esoteric in Plain Sight. And that is all the symbology and little tricks they play in the predictive programming and putting out what the intended agenda is ahead of time. Because they have to do that. See, we live here on a free will planet, so you can't just spring all this stuff on you. Say, for example, Project Bluebeam. There's already projected holograms and plasmoids and all kinds of things that people are misidentifying as drones. Some are, sure. Some are recreational drones, some are military drones, but others, I've been able to identify half a dozen videos that are clearly faked, just putting an image on a stock video roll. And so this is just an example of how many things in our world have been falsified or trying to lead us down a path where we believe the narrative that this cabal is rolling out. And a lot of it has to do with the new administration coming in. Boy, is this going to be an interesting month of January coming up. And isn't it going to be interesting for the rest of the year?
Well, it doesn't matter who comes in, who goes.
I disagree.
The big
I think it's a big
top,
difference. Look, if it was Kabbalah right now, do you think it would be different than Trump?
Well, yeah, they will massage it a little bit. But the boys on the top, they will never let public know what the hell is going on. This rabbit hole is so deep. After 30 years, we're getting lost in it ourselves. So if public know what kind of projects these guys do under the world, under the oceans, above the planet, all the, beyond the ice, public will run away and shoot themselves before they rise against the governments. And it's not the government, you know that. The government doesn't know shit from Sherlock.
Well, what's beyond the ice, David, is the continent of Antarctica. And this is where I'm at loggerjams with the flat earthers, because to believe in flat earth is to believe that the continent of Antarctica, the fifth largest continent in the world, doesn't exist. Well, it does. And to say it's an ice wall, well, that implies that it goes down and touches the ground. What's being misidentified are the ice shelves, and these are ice flows that come off the continent that if you were to sail a boat up to it, and one of the first things we saw on going down there 6 years ago were these massive flat top icebergs that broke off from the ice shelves. But they are indeed not connected to the ground. There are entrances through and into Antarctica. And if I have an opportunity to present my new Antarctica talk, I'll show you that we've charted the U-boat routes. The German U-boats were able to, and they have very detailed directions on some of these maps that have been found in the Soviet Union, of all places. They were taken out after World War II, and then when the Soviet Union collapsed, they were released and studied. And it's really fascinating working with a research assistant in Holland, but he speaks and reads, interprets, translates German perfectly. And he actually charted it out on Google Earth to a location not too far away from the South Pole. And near the South Pole is this reported giant hole in the ice. It's not the only one, there are several. But because Antarctica is the most volcanically active continent in the world, you have the propensity for very large domes to open up underneath the ice. And they've already found new species of, well, bacteria that came off of fish in Lake Vostok and other kinds of creatures that live near these heat vents that are completely unique to Antarctica. So you have that possibility of new life forms being found under there. So we got to follow the evidence here, you guys, because if you believe in flat Earth, then none of these experiments that are going on and drilling down into Lake Vostok, for example, they can't exist in your cosmology of the world, but they do. And I was there, and I was looking at the maps of my captain as we sailed down the Antarctica Peninsula.
Wait a minute. The top could be flat, and the bottom could be globe. How do you know? Like for
that didn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
No.
Well, it doesn't matter what shape it is. It could be a
spherical
baseball shape or
no,
whatever.
It couldn't. Look, we can.
Brad, hi. Brad.
We can pretend.
Did you just stay
believe,
in Western Antarctica? Did you just stay there?
I said, yeah, the Antarctica Peninsula, also known as
that bit is below sea level, a lot of it anyway. But you didn't actually go around the whole continent.
Of course not.
It in any way.
No.
Well, how do you know what's out there? Like, I think that there's like they're probably drilling under the ice. There's like 2,000-foot high glaciers, like Union Glacier. You know, they could put installations down there. They've been advertising for hundreds and hundreds of forklift drivers in Antarctica. What for? So they can see these life forms that they're finding. There's operations going on down there for sure. And like you said, with New Swabia, I definitely think it's that area as well, which is nowhere near Western Antarctica, which is a separate island, actually. It's not even connected to the continent, it's an island.
Well, the new Germans are ahead of us. Now we hear Chinese and Russians are dealing with aliens in other countries. Now,
that map that they found, the German map, is exactly like the moon map, because when you look at the moon, it's a silver nitrate photograph of the Earth, and it matches exactly that German map.
Yeah, I'm not buying that, Eric.
So,
wow. I don't buy that. There's just no evidence for it. You know, they say it's a photograph on the UN wall, but then I don't ever see any evidence that it's actually
No, there. I mean the map of the moon.
I know what you say. You're talking about the moon map.
The man on the
projects
moon?
over lands. Yeah.
Right, but it matches
so how is that
the map,
possible?
the German map. I'll send you what I saw recently. I'll send you.
I don't.
It was very interesting.
There's not even, you know, we can't even prove we're here. How can we prove the moon's a visible object? That just makes no sense.
Oh, I know. You're right. I think the moon is different. It's plasmic and
exactly.
different than what we knew. But also it's
moon is a laboratory. It's hollow inside and it's a laboratory.
It's a reflection of Earth.
Moon is a big empty laboratory. They brought
Maybe it's not a silver nitrate photograph, but it's a replication of what we see on Earth. It's a reflection of Earth, and it matches up. That man on the moon map, it